Season 6 of Love is Blind began with Jimmy Presnell at the center of a love triangle with Chelsea Blackwell and Jess Vestal. He proposed to Chelsea on the reality series, and their engagement has been a roller coaster of explosive moments. Jimmy accused Chelsea of being clingy. Chelsea accused him of going out all the time and told him she was uncomfortable with his friendship with his female friends. Jess has an interesting perspective on all this. The single mother continued her friendship with Chelsea, so she was familiar with the couple's arguments. She also dated Jimmy and said he had multiple red flags in the pods. Here's why Jess is defending Chelsea and what Love is Blind fans didn't get to see. Jess says Jimmy had major red flags in Love is Blind pods. Jess called her conversation with Laura Dadisman about Jimmy disrespectful on the Vile Files podcast. However, she claimed she would have had that same conversation in front of Chelsea. The mother explained how she felt when she met Jimmy at the barbecue. "Yes, I did feel like I dodged a bullet, and I knew he wasn't my person," she said. "But there was an equal amount of, oh my God. This is the person I just fell in love with like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago." The executive assistant believes Love is Blind, but doesn't think her relationship would have gone the distance because of his actions. Nick Viall joked about Jimmy's throuple, or his female friends, one of whom he had hooked up with in the past. "That would have been a deal breaker," Jess told the host. "So he and I talked about our friends in the pods, and he had told me about them actually," she revealed. "And I was like immediately no. It's a no for me." Jess said she assumed he had hooked up with one of them based on how he talked about them. She clarified that women and men can be friends, but once you're engaged, boundaries should be in place. "I should be able to say, I'm not comfortable with that. Or there needs to be better lines and boundaries put in place." And he'd be like, "Easy. Done." And I don't think that's something he was willing to do even after Chelsea expressed her discomfort with it. Jess agreed that Chelsea was fishing when she accused Jimmy of being out with her. But she thinks Chelsea did so because Jimmy didn't make her feel comfortable asking questions. Jess said she and Jimmy were out with people from their season that night, but not together. This was Jess's second Vile Files interview. She said Chelsea's feelings were more than valid during that clingy argument in the first one. The mother said Jimmy also lives in the South End, which is in the social scene for Charlotte. Jess said this was a red flag, but Jimmy claimed he never goes out despite his location. She said once Jimmy and Chelsea got home, he was going out a lot. This gives some support to Chelsea's claim that Jimmy likes to go out despite what he said in the pods. In that argument, accused him of lying, which he denied. The couple was able to make up after that. But we're left with a cliffhanger of Jimmy asking Chelsea how she felt about marrying him.